Hey guys, today we are at Balda's Brass and we are starting my back piece. Today is the first session for it. I have no idea how many sessions it's gonna take and how long I will gonna sit today for. I really hope I'm gonna be able to sit for as long as possible. So yeah, we're starting my back piece finally. It has been ages since we have been wanting to do it, and today is New Year's Eve, and that is how we are spending our New Year's. Getting tattooed the best way you can. So we are about to start soon. I'm gonna get my stencil on soon. I kind of thought I should take you with me on this awesome journey of me getting my back piece done and film it all through the process and stuff. Excited. This artwork is inspired by Ruben Ireland's artwork. I love it. The first session and it took about like 6 hours I think in total, and at first it was like really terrible and like nerve-wracking, all the pain and stuff, but at one point I was like tripping. It was like so easy. I was falling asleep constantly. I have no idea how did that happen, but anyway, it was really good. It is almost 1 week later. A couple of days I still have got loads of scabs on my first session piece done. So anyway, I am going to get my next session now done. I don't know how much am I gonna make it, but I don't have too much time anyway, so it's not gonna be too long. Slowly getting there. Awesome. Can't wait to show it to you.
Super zone out, and she listening headphones, I believe, drive soundtrack, and she puts that over her head, so it feels like nighttime or something. That's how she zones out.
Two days in a row on that script.
Yeah, we did like this part yesterday and today. Looks pretty cool. I'm really happy with the result.
So we just finished my last big session on my back and I am so excited I can finally share this with you. It has been 6 months. It is incredible. Anyway, We have a lot of things still to fill in, like little tiny gaps and little tiny details, but we will wait for the back all to settle down, all the big sessions to settle down, so later on we can see what we need to touch up. Obviously you can always work on a tattoo, like constantly. Little tiny details you can add all the time here and there. Anyway, I didn't film the last couple of sessions and didn't talk about it that much because I thought I was just gonna film it all at the end and tell you about my experience and how it all went, all the pain scale, and I wanted to share and talk about more of the meaning behind this tattoo, which this tattoo actually doesn't really have a huge meaning behind it. But when I started figuring out what I really wanted to get done, I obviously wanted to add a little bit, at least a tiny bit of meaning behind it, especially because I was doing a script. So the script says utopian spirit. And what does it mean? If you know what utopia means, it is a place which is perfect, kind of in a paradise way, which is everything is absolutely perfect. It's even like surreal how perfect it is. Basically what it was, I wanted something to kind of represent myself and my feeling and my optimism and my attitude against the world and everything. I wanted something like dreamer, but obviously a lot of people have word dreamer tattooed on them. I always like that word utopia, and I realized that I can kind of twist that word and make it into utopian. My state of mind being utopian, kind of always looking at everything optimistically and always finding the silver lining everywhere and always thinking that everything is gonna be perfect no matter what. And it is the way I pursue the world. My spirit, my state of mind being utopian and kind of trying to see the perfect in everything. And the artwork is inspired by Ruben Ireland, like I mentioned it before. He's such an amazing artist. I love his work so much. And we kind of created this girl, this dreamy girl being in like space. I think it's kind of like utopian, kind of still magical, that feeling. The heart represents the spirit and stuff like that. Kind of it all little bit by little makes it all look really beautiful and kind of magical. Then there I have these two roses, which I did on the last two sessions, which I didn't film really because they were quite quick sessions. The sessions took like maybe 2 hours each or 3 hours. The roses are just kind of filling in. I love the way roses look in tattoos. It's just simple, classic. It just looks great. I think that's kind of it, what I'm trying to tell you guys about this tattoo. The meaning is pretty much like says it all in the utopian spirit. Obviously you can't read it out like really well utopian. That was the point, trying to make it just behind the girl. We kind of counted that it took about 32 hours, something like that. First session was 6 hours and the second session was about 4 or 5 hours, and then on we slowly started doing just like small sessions because we don't have enough time during busy lives. We have like my husband being super busy with his own work and I'm being super busy with being a mom and doing these videos for you and doing everything, all the stuff that I'm doing anyway. So we just separated it all in a couple of sessions so we could go about maybe the days when Gabrielle is in school and we can do that, or just the two in the evenings. So today we just got done last couple of bits that we needed to fill in, and then the last rose we did was 3 days ago, I think, and it's still a little bit sore. Pain levels. So basically, sometimes during the sessions I was falling asleep and it was crazy. Most of the time I was listening to Drive soundtrack. I don't know why, but it helps me zone out so well. Gets me tripping so much and I keep falling asleep, but obviously it's only for an hour. But some places were so bad. Obviously when the script was getting done, like all the line work, it's just so bad. I don't know. And obviously the ribs were not great. Somehow made through. Unrace used a couple of numbing sprays that helped me out a lot, obviously, because it's better for everyone, for yourself and for the artist, that you can kind of relax for a moment and not feel the pain, because it's usually the time when all the skin has been opened up and it's sore already. That's when Henri's can spray the numbing spray and it all kind of goes away for a little bit, so it helps at least to finish that piece. I am so excited, I'm so happy with my back. I hope you liked this video and I hope you enjoyed like kind of like steps that we got to tattoo, because really we didn't have anyone around to film us while we were getting tattooed. Maybe once we asked our friend Mark to film us. Thank you Mark for helping us. Most of the time we didn't have anyone to film it for us, so we just basically filmed the stencil and then we filmed the final result. Here it is. Let me know what you think in a comment section below. Do you like my back piece? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time. Bye!